When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense will get first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take off.
There he goes. Powers through. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Oregon's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going. Makes the grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll try to get outside. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play when you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
You know, though, we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all day.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just running in completion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Safe completion on the screen. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The Ducks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They're going to run it to the right. At the 15, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Yeah, run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
He might want another play. The RPO very quick to the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down here as we're back at it after the break. More to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. Breaks the tackle. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
It's a nice job, too, the quarterback, after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Buckley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really...
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right...
Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield is Buckley. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Going to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball as well.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon in every single team.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open. And that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards. But the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking to throw again. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Pressure coming. Trying to pull his way in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got a man. It's Moore. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown Ducks. And that one will give him the lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Pocket breaking down. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled of the end zone for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Might be looking to run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
There's the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable straight.
Breaks into the open. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to get the field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ballgame and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is down to 10. Moments like this, you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. Give to the back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that doesn't happen very often. He has had a tremendous night. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll leave it with him. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Buckley. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. The run to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical. And a nice job getting into the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Down to a 1-possession game, 24-17. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Moore will throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Coverage team able to put a stop after that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's third down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Lockett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Moore to the air. Fires to the big foul. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. There's the pressure. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Ducks will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Ducks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. It's complete to the right. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. With the win today, they're